Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure, this is also a playset review, and this is on the Doctor Who Dalek Patrol Ship and Pilot Deluxe Vehicle. Okay, so if we take a look at the front of the box, it does show off the figure quite nicely in the whole set. I haven't got it in the set, and on the side of the box we can actually see the prototype image of this actual set, and on the back it basically just shows a bunch of information. It shows a picture, screen grab of some Daleks actually fighting, and at the bottom you can see a load of information which you can pause and read at your own leisure, if you can read that.
You can see there's detail.
So yeah, pretty basic.
Here's with some lines going down. This continues all the way around these three panels, which are removable. They're packaged removed in the box, and unfortunately they seem to drop off incredibly easily, so it's really difficult not to lose them, especially when in play or in stop motion, depending on your age. Now, I would have liked these to be sort of on a pop-on, pop-off ball joint. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It's only in one place. But you can position them facing upside down if you like, which frankly just looks a little bit weird. Turning to the you can see that it's got that sort of like neck bing section going on, and it does look pretty good. Turning to the top, you can see that there's this panel with a bucket load of screws at the top. Well, it does look pretty good and pretty nice. And you can see two panels here which are sort of like flattened out Dalek dome lights. It just looks a bit bland and weird, to be honest, and doesn't really resemble anything shown on screen, although this is basically marketed as just more of a random vehicle for kids to play rather than a collector's item. Going along, we can see this massive cannon, for lack of any better words, which has loads of pipes coming out of it. You can see black ones here. Yeah, and it does resemble, obviously, a Dalek gun. And you have a black button here, more on that later. And as you can see, included, you get this little Dalek firing ray. So when you press, say, black button here, it fires this little blue Dalek ray thing, which just slots into there. I have a couple of issues with this. So one, yeah, it's a pretty obvious black button there. I would have preferred if they, I don't know, maybe disguise it a bit better. But my main concern is this actually fires pretty powerfully. So, and you only get one of these in the box. I thought that it would actually come with three, but it only comes with one. So that means when it's gone, it's gone. You've got no more to fire, which is a real big issue and a disappointment. Turning to where the pilot actually sits, you can see that part of the actual panel and controls is just being reused from one of them Dalek playsets made out of cardboard. Hooray. But the hoverbox base itself is actually a new piece and does actually resemble some Dalek hoverbox seen in various comics and that, and you can see some elevation pads sort of thing underneath. Unfortunately, it hasn't been painted blue, they've just been left gold, which is a shame. They're not even being, in fact, not even that, they're bronze, which is a shame. You can see also here that you've got three cutouts for where the Dalek sits. Unfortunately, it's not like a peg or anything, it literally goes sort of just sitting there, and it does sort of wobble, and here you can especially see all the screw holes and that. I mean, from the front, it looks fine. You've got little detail of a few wires and that, but from the back, yeah. But it's nice that they have the little controls, and this is obviously designed for a Dalek plunger. So that's that, and let's take a look at the exclusive Dalek Saucer Pilot. And I'm experiencing a lot of deja vu with this one. So basically, for those of you unaware, this is exactly the same as the Wave 1, Wave 2, and now Wave 3, 3 3/4 inch Daleks from the modern era. However, this time it has had a repaint. As you can see, bits of the Dalek are painted black where others are left gold, such as the head and various parts around the skirts. This is very reminiscent from the Saucer Pilot from the Dalek Invasion of Earth set, released a few years ago and then re-released at B&M's. So it's nice that they have done that. I won't talk very much about detail. It is just a basic Dalek. Though I will say that the eye stalk has been done very well on this Dalek, actually. To be honest, there's no pink bleeds around or anything, or any dents. And it does look good. The only thing is, bits of the black around the skirt do have a few pink bleeding issues here and there. However, it's barely noticeable on such a small scale like this. The articulation for this Dalek is the same as nearly every single Dalek. The eye stalk moves up and down. However, I'm pleasantly surprised by this one, where the eye stalk is actually stiff, unlike other Daleks in this range where the eye stalks are incredibly loose. The plunger is ball jointed so it can move up, down and circle around, as well as the gun. The gun is stiff, the plunger is a little bit looser but quite tight. It's also on wheels so it can move forward and backward and spin round in 360s. And finally, the dome itself can do a 360. Annoyingly though, there's still only 4 discs here, where there should actually be 6, like on the 5-inch versions, which actually do have the correct 6 discs. And actually, this is a great comparison to compare the two. The detail is mainly the same, however, the 3 3/4 inch Daleks from Wave 2 onwards do seem to be a bit lighter in terms of the paint job. Turning to articulation on the actual vehicle itself, the gun can move up and down, and the home section head thing can do a 360. And that's basically it. The easiest way to insert the Dalek into the actual patrol ship is to remove the back panel. Then the Dalek will be allowed to slot in to the actual patrol ship. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of an issue here. You see, that plunger section that I mentioned earlier, yeah, it's positioned way too closely to the Dalek, so the Dalek cannot actually operate the controls while sitting stable in the actual patrol ship, which is an issue. Finally, when you've done that, reattach the back panel to the actual patrol ship. Now your Dalek is ready to take flight. Now you are ready to fly your Dalek patrol ship at will. Wee! 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 I'm gonna do this and wee! Wee! Oh no, the Dalek just fell out. Overall, what do I think of this thing? Well, it's a bit of a random one, to be honest. It looks nothing like the actual Dalek patrol ships seen in Day of the Doctor, and very, very briefly in Time of the Doctor. Though, it's more of a fun little item. And I'll admit, if you can find this for £15 like I did, then yeah, it's worth a look. However, there's a one nearly identical coming out, which is nearly identical to this. However, the patrol ship is black and looks better. And also the Dalek is also black with a red dome. A bit weird, yeah. So, if it is for a kin that, just be aware, the Dalek does wobble very easily and can fall out of this patrol ship very easily. It looks okay, to be honest. It does look a bit random, though it's not as bad of a display piece than god-awful time zone playsets. So yeah, that's my verdict, and I will see you next time. Oh no, the Dalek just fell out. It's an issue. Stay on! Stay on! You're my issue. Stay on! Why won't you stay on? I think I can cut it there. Cut it there.